Hello, everyone.
How y'all doing?
Welcome to The Run. We back. REI Sports Network. I don't even know why I'm doing this. But I think you need to know who your kids are with. No, but you need to know what's going on today's show. This is a special show. We have Coach Devin Bowens. He is going to be coaching the middle school team. He'll be assisting with high school and post grad, and also he's a day oneer. So he was one of four that actually it was three of us at that time out in the parking lot. Yep, Three of us out in the parking lot. Paragon Science Academy after practice, and REI was born. He was one of the three. So it was myself, Coach Devin, and then Coach Charles. So that's who was in the parking lot. And then honorable mention, Coach Kimbrough, got to show the love in regards to building this. But this is the three that's been running since day one, since March. Like for sure, hitting the ground. Actually, the Roadrunners came from him. I said a bear.
Ain't no bears out here. It's too hot.
That's what he said.
Way too hot.
That's because I'm from California, so I was like, and I got checked respectfully. But you know what? It fits us to a T. Because when we say no shortcuts, just miles, we've been doing the miles. This grit is we go, we beat the heat, we beat all of the doubt, the naysayers, anybody. This right here. Oh, you ain't never seen this before. Nah. So I'm just saying I had to get that out there because I haven't been able to publicly say that, and I think it's okay for me to say that because we proud of what we built. We are Arizona's first sports focused prep school. Oh, I'm sorry, college prep school. So
NCAA certified too.
Yes, NAIA, ASU. Courses, dual credits, even for your 7th grader. We're not playing around here. And as long as you live in the state of Arizona, you are eligible. Let's talk, let's holler. But that's for another time. Today, we're gonna talk about Coach Dev, where he come from, what he do, why he feel like this is what he wants to do, where he's gonna take it, and his plans for your student. We okay with that?
I ain't got no choice.
All right, Coach Devin, who are you? Where are you from? You Arizona born and raised.
Oh yeah, through and through. Contrary to popular belief, it ain't a bad thing to grow up out here. It's a good space to be in. There's some real good people out here. So I was born in Indiana for 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Then I came out here. So, but this is home. This is where I was raised. This is where I taught to be a man, how to be a basketball player, and ultimately how to be a good person. So this is home for sure.
What's your basketball journey here?
I played at the varsity level all 4 years of my high school career. I started out late. I didn't start taking ball real serious until I was about 14. It panned out quite well for the time frame that I had for myself. I was able to meet some amazing people along the way. Shout out Craig Grayson. Shout out Coach Ryan. Y'all gave me my first shot at the club, so for all that, I will always be grateful just in case you're out there listening. But I had a very different upbringing with basketball, and there's some stuff that I kind of ran into that had I known or had the knowledge thereof, or even just had some different mindsets or angles of ways to think about the game and what it is as a totality, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation, but it's a blessing to be in this position at the same time because I can help somebody else avoid that learning curve.
Right. So there was a different path laid out for you that you didn't even know.
No. I thought I had it all kind of figured out. I figured, start late, go JUCO, end up maybe going to a little major D1, maybe a mid-major if I was able to get back home to the Midwest, where play style is a little bit faster. I was an athletic guy, can get up, I'm streaky. Love to defend, love to challenge, very gritty as a guard. And I love to fly above the rim, man. It was just fun. I feel old now because my legs is.
So that's why you sit down and just take shots all net from a chair.
You know.
I mean,
I will say this. It doesn't. It's not as easy as it looks. I'm only showing y'all the clips that I'm successful. I'm playing. But you will see some bloopers very soon.
I'll drop the bloopers tonight. We'll drop this episode now. I'll drop bloopers.
Hey, it wasn't me. It was my stunt double. The one on the make. That was me. Okay. They had to call in. They had to call in coach.
Oh, okay. See what I gotta deal with, y'all? But it's okay. It's all good. But speaking of, this is what I deal with, but this is not what, well, no, your students, your athletes deal with this too.
Mm-hmm.
But you are very, you're very professional. So I like that. Your communication with your parents. So you train and you do club.
Yes. I try to do all the above. It's not only a piece for my kids to kind of experience, but it's also basically an iron block that I can sharpen my knife on. There's stuff that I like to see in training when I was younger that I thought would actually be applicable to the court. And there's a lot of stuff that we can do as trainers that at times may not be beneficial to the kids' on court success. So being able to coach live and then also be in the gym with them working on their skill is beneficial for me for both, especially when you talk about seeing where kids are at and seeing where they have to get to.
Okay.
For sure.
I like it. So I've been around you practicing and training a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I just recently got to see you actually coach games. Like, that is live. First of all, I like that you keep your composure.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I try.
You do. Because there's times when you can lose it. And we've seen coaches absolutely lose all day everything. Right? Especially on kids. Your level of respect and bringing them up. And you don't break them down to build them up or just break them down. You are constantly coaching, training, they're learning even in the game. And I like that. Very encouraging. Still not soft by any means necessary.
Absolutely not.
They know when wrong is wrong. They know they're gonna suffer at practice and suffer maybe jumping jacks, push, whatnot. There's no sports abuse. Yeah, and that's what I like. No. I like coach abuse, sports.
Nothing
abuse.
Like hazing or anything.
It's not that serious.
Top. Yeah, it's.
But you get your point across.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you're blessed to work with women, you're raising young women. If you're blessed to work with boys, you're raising young men. And at the same time, a lot of us are blessed to do both. I feel like a lot of coaches can kind of get lost as to understanding that these are still kids. These are still blank palettes. They're blank pages. They're canvases. And so when you give a kid, the pen or the brush and they can create their own spin, I think some of the biggest things that we fight against in this day and age, especially, I was different than most of the kids that are here today playing ball. And so I think one of the biggest things is you got to get them to play hard. You got to get them to play for each other, and you got to get them to play together. Mm-hmm. I think if enough reps every now and here and there, if you got a kid that can't really shoot, you can work that out. If you got a kid that can't handle the ball for nothing, you can work that out. But there's certain things mentally that unless you know how to actually address weaknesses and turn those into strengths and give kids better understanding on how they need to approach their game before they step on the court with four other guys is important. I've seen a lot of coaches, of course we want all our kids to make the shots, 9 times out of 10, every coach is going to be like, if I got a star player, can't do wrong, golden child. But that's not the case for when you're in the business of developing, and I think a lot of coaches abuse that. So don't try to be perfect. Don't look for the perfect kid. Look for the kid that's going to play his butt off, whether he's successful or not. I think I got a good group of boys that can go
they're
do
amazing.
That.
They're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And what I do appreciate is, again, one of my pet peeves right now is dealing with this sense of entitlement that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Again, y'all gonna hear this pretty much every episode. I will constantly remind you that I myself have 2 young men.
Mm-hmm.
Entitlement? What? No. Like, no.
You gotta earn it.
You earn, not given.
Yeah, you gotta earn it.
What does that mean to you? Earn, not given.
There's a lot of guys who were better than me that didn't have the same career that I was able to have with basketball simply because they didn't want it. I don't come from an astute family background, so everything that I have either worked for or I have sacrificed for in order to obtain, especially when it came to sports. I was 15, 16, 17 years old working at a Boys and Girls Club so I could
Club kid.
shout out the club kids out there.
Club kids.
But I was working for everything that I had to give me an opportunity, as well as show my parents that, hey, I should have this opportunity in front of me. I want to try to go to the best school that I can go to and play ball and really make a name, not only for myself, but just give myself that reassurance and that confidence that I'm looking for to help identify myself. So if you feel like you deserve something, and trust me, there are guys out there who work their tail off, but 9 times out of 10, oof, except for that elite 1%, y'all know who I'm talking about. My guys that's out there doing their thing in junior EYBL, 3SSB, Under Armour circuit. Those are the guys who have worked for their spot, but there's a lot of guys with talent that are also in those realms where they feel like they should get 15, 20 shots a game. Well, once you get to a certain level, y'all, like when you 13, 14, 15, 16, until you get out of high school, you got to show it. It's not sweet no more. You can't just be a specialist and come and drop 30 and be a headache. You just can't. We don't have to deal with that anymore. We get to work with kids that can
and it's a team
change
sport.
that. Yeah. It's 5 guys on the floor. It's 5. Everybody worry about scoring or I got to get this, I got to get that. Y'all got to win. Programs nowadays, I mean, it's nice to see. It's refreshing to see a kid that can outright just go do it. But if you got 5 kids that can go do it, you're dangerous. You can go play against anybody. You can beat anybody.
And be bench deep. Because that's one of the things that I experienced and I pride myself on when I built my team. So my men's team is we bench deep. Like pretty much at any point in time, I feel like I have a starter. You know what I mean? And so you want to be able to rotate that because something that is very important and people just fail to realize there's this thing called rest.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you need to be able to come off the court and rest. Yes. Kobe didn't. Jordan did it, but look who they are. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like look who they are. Yeah, they play with the flute.
Yeah.
They mentally insane.
Look, if you think you can go play, let's see, average time right now, probably about 35 minutes a game. If you think you should be playing 30 minutes a game outside of college, you wildin'. And if you are playing 30 minutes a game, you probably should be playing for somebody else. Because this is, as great as they were, Jordan took 2 years off and Kobe got hurt a lot towards the end of his career. It wasn't
injuries.
It's just the nagging stuff. It was the fingers, it was the Achilles, it was the knees,
shacking his toe.
Shoot, as big as his toes is, he should have never got hurt. Them automatic stabilizers right there. I don't know how he got hurt, but I mean, health is wealth. You look at how big Shaq was, and he was 7 foot, probably 350. I'm saying that gracefully because if he was here right now, I probably wouldn't say that to his face, but
because he would kung fu chop you.
No, I'd run first, but
the reach though.
Yeah, the reach wouldn't be enough. I'll be around the corner. But even when you look at guys like you look at guys like Bron, you look at guys like Giannis, you look at guys who have never had major injuries. Why? Is it because they take their rest serious,
recovery,
nutrition.
They take mental, like very seriously.
Bingo.
Like very serious. Like that's something that's really prevalent now. Like you don't have to push through and fight through something. Like life happens.
Yeah, you got teammates for that. Like classic case in point. I wish that there were better people around Michael Beasley when he was in the league and in college, because this really starts when younger. You get in these states of mind where you feel like it's you versus the world. It's not. You got four other guys on the court. Especially when you're at that level, you got guys who you should be able to fall back on. And for a lot of guys in the league, and don't get this misconstrued, the NBA is a great place to be if you can make it. But there are a lot of things that um, we as players don't take into account that they go through on a day-to-day basis. And so when you see these guys out in public, they don't want to be bothered. That's their time to disassociate, be regular, be human beings. And shout out Mike Beasley too, man. I think
he's one of my favorites. Still,
he's your favorite player's favorite player.
Facts. Hey, if you want a dog, somebody that's gonna get it done.
Mike Beasley, man. Shout out, man. Shout out the whole 3-on-3 thing. The league, the next chapter, we the ones. Shout out to the space that's really doing it for these kids and showing that there are other avenues. Because mentally, I mean, with the game, you can do whatever now. You don't got to go to the league. You ain't got to go play college ball. You can just be a great basketball player. You can make a great living.
We know some people. We know some people who live here, right here in Arizona, that are very, very comfortable. Like, so here's two things I'm gonna ask you about. Because speaking about those people that we know,
right,
that are making a great living, what is your thoughts on street ball?
It has a place. Honestly, it has a place. I came up from
the M1 era.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and Hoop It Up and Slam Jam. Like, you had your hoop tournaments, but you had your fun tournaments as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
because you gotta have both. And like, we'll look at some of these guys and be like, they ain't real hoopers. But if we put them on the court and we go 5-on-5, there's a lot of grown men who get embarrassed. Shoot, there's some women out there that will put you in a groove. I'm telling you.
That's the way to put you in a groove. Yes. Have you mesmerized and don't know where the ball is until they've scored?
I have a love-hate relationship for street ball, because the skill and the talent is so high. But where the street ball loses its edge is just IQ of the game. But to be honest, there's a lot of street ball everywhere now. It's not just,
because you have your content creators and your influencers, right? And that's kind of the style. It's more entertaining. It's like, it's not just the Harlem Globetrotters now, right?
No.
You know what I mean? And they actually have skill. They can shoot. They can dunk. They can fly. They just make it look real pretty or real embarrassing. Or both.
It can be both. A lot of times, for a lot of people, it's both. There's some guys out there who can really do it, though. Shout out Kenny Dobbs, man.
Yes.
That's my guy.
Yep.
Zig for sure. Shout out Greg Garcia.
Dude, captured all the content.
If you need anything photo related for your team, please tap in. He's one of the staples of the community. He's helping doing a lot of the things that we're doing here at REI. So
we sure share his content.
We salute. We will definitely shoot if I can. If you click on my finger right there, it'll take you the link to his page. We're going to try it. We ain't never done that before, but I just want to put that in. Or down there. What? Up or down. You know what I'm saying? Preferably up, but we always down for the cause. But yeah, there's guys who have blossomed in the space that was given to them.
Yeah.
And so when you look at not only the upbringing that these guys have went through to be successful in the ways that they are successful, you start to look at everything from heritage to nationality.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things that go into being successful on the floor that people don't talk about. Not every black kid is the next Braun, and not every white kid is the next Larry Bird, or you want to bring up John Stockton or Pistol Pete. I really wish that a lot of guys would spend more time finding their own identity.
Right.
With their game.
Right.
Because I know for me, I probably would be I probably couldn't have made it to the league just because of who I am as a person.
What does that mean?
I love having family time. I love being available to the people that I love.
And that's okay.
And that's fine. That's me. Did I lose out on some opportunities by not being extremely selfish? Absolutely. Um, but there's things in the game that you got to find that balance of what's best for you. I know for me, I definitely wish that I had that college experience, and I've been blessed to learn how to help get guys there, help make them marketable, help them
Yeah,
become
you
a
have.
brand.
Yep.
And I got the network to do it. We got a lot of friends and family in the business. So shout out to those guys who are helping guys continue to further their careers.
And gals.
For real.
Because we all busy, and we got you in so many ways. It's so funny because even with stuff we move my guys, though,
Bingo,
they get excited and nervous when I go quiet because they know I'm cooking. So they're just like, okay,
like what you got back
like
there?
what's about to happen?
What's going on?
What is she about to pop out with? Right? And so one of the big things we popped out with, right, is REI Prep, which is huge. And so again, we focus on the student athlete, but we also focus on those interested in sports careers, right? And then also those now in the digital space, because that has always been big. I grew up. What console? What you got at the house? I already know you. Everybody's gaming. I'm sorry. Everybody in some way, shape, or form, even for mental, therapeutic, community, competition, exercise your brain. I know you got a console or 2 or 5. What you got at the house?
I mean, I had the 2, and I did have the 5. So, I got a PlayStation, but I've been a man of both talents. You know what I'm saying? I've had my years with the Xbox.
What you play?
I definitely be on 2K. I'm kind of a nerd, y'all. Like I like Dragon Ball, like Elden Ring, I like Arc Raiders, Goop Goop Goop, you know. But I think it's imperative to like have those avenues of like rest. Um, just seeing guys, especially I've seen kids that have picked up 2K and then have become ballers because they're mentally they want to process being at that level. They're like, hold on, I could do this.
It's almost like their version of film.
Bingo. And so for them, this is how they grow up watching the game, studying for a time period. It's not, I wouldn't say it's something that's should be applied to their development. I do think that anything in the gaming industry, to a certain extent, should be taken in moderation. But one of the things I love about something that we've built and something that you've had a big hand in and putting together is the esports program, especially with gaming being so prevalent with pretty much everyone top bottom from the league down. You look at guys overseas, they're playing 2K, they're playing GTA, they're doing this, Call of Duty, you name it, these kids are on it. And I feel like there's not enough guys who just get in the gaming space. And even for me, I'm not the best in the world. You saw my KD is I'm average. But
it's competitive. Like
it's lovely.
It really is a worldwide like competitive sport. It's global. And the fact that it really is, again, college scholarships. You can go pro. Like you can go pro. Like you can make a living. There's people in China that's like LeBron. You know what I mean? Like they get more love than they would an NBA player.
And those guys is making real good, boy.
We're not talking tens of thousands. We're talking hundreds. We're talking 7 figures.
Yeah,
you can get there. And endorsements, NILs.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, you could look at guys like I remember growing up. You got Optic, you have FaZe, you got people like Burnt Peanut. It's my guy, low key. He's hilarious. Shoot, you have
just
so
been in
many
that space.
people. Yeah, just
streaming
and
soundcasting.
Yeah.
So we have classes. So we have streaming class, shoutcasting, concepts, fundamentals of gaming. So shout out to Play Versus. That's who providing our curriculum. and tournament access for all of our club and our competitive esports teams that we're building. But like what? Like,
yeah, to even
monetizing.
Think, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even to think
merch.
that there's so much energy behind playing video games or just being a gamer in general is like such a cool thing to see, because I got some kids that I done balled up, but whoo,
they ball you up.
2K?
Switch devices. Let's replace the ball with the controller, and you could.
I mean, it gets serious. Like,
we'll be doing tournaments.
Oh, trust.
And I'm sure we're probably traveling with consoles or switches.
Hey, if
taking over the hotel.
if you don't have the Ethernet plugged in from the TV in the hotel room to the console, you ain't doing it right. I don't know what else to tell you. If you ain't call room service and say, hey, I need that, I ain't got much for you. You don't really want it. But, a lot of people are putting energy into this, like real effort. And shoot, shout out to one of my guys, D Spots. I've known Darion for a minute, gamer, hooper. Since I've known him, 2K, guard. He got you every single time.
Locked.
Miles Thompson, gamer. Okay. True gamer.
And Mason Monsoon.
Oh, yeah.
Pro hooper.
Shout out to the Mason Monsoons for the one time, man. Shout out to my guys. If I didn't call your name, it's no love lost. It's just, I'm in the heat of the moment. I might not remember everything. Shout out Twan. I know he gonna, we can go down. We can go down the list.
Quality. We got hoopers.
Yeah.
And that'll be a whole nother episode. I might have to just pull them on. We might just have to huddle in the room and just chop it up. My fact, we'll do that.
But there's a lot of guys that, shoot, Braun's a gamer.
Right.
Who else? Who's an avid? Carter Bryant. Shout out Carter Bryant. He's an avid gamer.
Book.
Jordan Poole, Book. You see Book all up in Call of Duty.
Well, he also created he took one of the Boys and Girls Clubs and created an esports arena. Shout out Book.
Shout out Book.
Like, for real. Like, he was like, Call of Duty. He's like, I like this so much. And he saw that it was something that was prevalent in the community and that the kids were tapping in. Because, again, you might not be able to get it on the court, but you can get it with that controller. And so to create that comfortable space, and a safe space. And again, shout out to clubs, right? So that's another thing. We've partnered with the Boys and Girls Club and the YMCA. We've grown up in both of those spaces.
Right.
Like, those are comfortable spaces to be at, and the community comes back. The community serves usually almost any and every Boys and Girls Club or YMCA you have in your town, city, state is going to have a Lakers court, Suns court, Mercury court, Dallas Wings court, Atlanta Falcons on the football field. Like, the sports get back to these communities, and so which is why it just only makes sense to partner with them, because it's who raised us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, real talk, I couldn't wait for summer just because I knew sport camp was coming. Like, at the rec center, at the park, at the club.
Shoot.
Like,
y'all said y'all was going to the Olympics every 4 years. I was going every summer. Okay. Every summer. Shout out to every Boys and Girls Club on the west side to the east side that does Color Olympics to this day. I'm talking, man, I grew up there. It is amazing to be a club kid. It's amazing to be a part of the YMCA. Shoot, I was in LA the other day and saw right across the street from each other. So shout out to both of those organizations for holding it down for the youth.
That's where I grew up. So
that is home for sure.
We lived in that. Matter of fact, one of our trainers, Coach Kev, that's who will be training and doing strength and conditioning and recovery for your students. We ran Boys and Girls Club together. Our whole group, our posse, us with our siblings and cousins, like, we lived there. So, with a ball. I mean, we ran it, leagues, camps, and just because, and that's my alarm to call my son. I'll call him afterwards.
And that is what we call accountability. Okay.
Baby.
Right? But
Carter Boo, C-Do.
Okay.
Right now, I got to shout him out, electrical engineering intern. Yeah, Otis. Navy, engineer. Now you can pay for your own Twizzlers.
Hey, there you go.
Okay. But yeah, so why connection community? Okay, so now let's pivot. The other thing that I was going to talk about was we mentioned street ball. Mm-hmm. So there was a second 3-on-3. Ooh. So the 3v3.
Yes.
So big announcement happened today, and you'll see a lot of it. So we have been blessed. REI Prep has been blessed to partner with Junior Grind, mm-hmm. and we will be starting the newest 3-on-3 league tournament basketball experience here in Arizona. You mentioned when we were talking about Beasley about the 3v3 mm-hmm. space, and like that's taken over. And what I love about it is it's a great space for developing players.
It's probably in the book. It's probably in the website.
It is now. But it's that because it's a lot more isolated, right? Mm-hmm. A lot more intimate. And one, they get exposure and they get seen mm-hmm. by the coach because there's just 3 people and it's just 3 of y'all really making decisions. So how do you feel about 3v3? How, like, are you excited about this Junior Grind?
I love it.
Like, what's good?
I love it because for a lot of coaches, I don't know if y'all could identify with this, but we almost always have 3 guys in an action. Depending on your style of coaching, you might have something going off on the weak side or strong side. But I know that you always got a guy with the ball, you always got a guy on an entry, and you always got a guy in an action. And being able to make more decisions with the ball in your hand because, the ball can only go 2 other places. If you're playing 3-on-3, you got the ball in your hands. So, it's a lot more space on the floor. Players learn how to create.
And spacing, oh my gosh, like
make much better
and communicate.
Decisions. Yeah, and you also got to look at it. There's a lot more room to operate, as a ball handler, which means if someone gets beat, it's from top to bottom. 3v3 and 5v5, they're similar, but 3v3 is a lot more intense because you just have that much more ground to cover. So I look at a lot of guys, even though they're just playing half court, they may not be getting up and down. But 3v3 it's nothing to snob on. It's real. You can get a lot of guys, going 3v3, and I think it's a lot cleaner,
yes,
with guys that are more skilled just because we can operate differently. You got to play a little bit more honest because if someone gets a run, it's either a shot or it's an easy cut.
Right.
So if you don't do what you're supposed to be doing, you can get put on an island. And at the same time, it's great for development because why would you not want to be in a smaller space? Something that helped me in my development, just speaking towards my education, I wasn't a kid that was going to be able to go to a big school and be like, hey, I played for this super big school, and be able to focus on everything else, And so being in a smaller space for guys as developmental and talented and at that pro level, I think some of those guys enjoy it more than they do getting up and down at times. I think ultimately everyone, the pinnacle of basketball is 5-on-5.
Right. Just like with football, it's 11-on-11, but we still play 7s, right?
Right. And there's focal points that you can address. So if you're not a great defender, maybe you should be doing 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, something that's on a smaller space that requires you to be more accountable for your skill set that you're bringing on the court with 2 other players.
And that's what I'm saying. Like even this is a better version than you versus a cone.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of even if you have a friend or a couple of friend buddies, like you said, do 1-on-1s, do 2v2, do 3. Like even just for yourself, you don't always have to have like 10 people to actually run.
No.
Like you don't. And then and Cube showed that with creating victory, and then you have Unrivaled.
You're right.
Hello.
Shout out Unrivaled.
Dude, I gotta take a flight. I gotta get a game. But and even with that, right off the bat, do you see who endorsed that? Who's invested in that? NBA players.
Mm-hmm.
Not just WNBA players, but the men stepped in and was like, oh yeah, like
shoot, yeah, you could the 3-on-3 league.
Yeah.
Shout out Cube. You get so many people that are still involved and engaged Even though these guys, they're at the latter end or they're, just retired and they're just enjoying their youth that they have left.
Mm-hmm.
And you get guys in these spaces and they still wanna compete like they could playing for a contract.
Yeah.
And so I try to tell kids if you got
Play for
somebody
country
bingo,
because you got
you got FIBA, you have the Olympics, you have world basketball. I mean, the list goes on what you can do in smaller spaces with basketball is crazy. Like even the one-on-one space, I wouldn't be surprised within 2-3 years time that
in
we're
some way,
talking
shape,
about
or form.
we're talking about Nas, Eugene, we're talking about Mike, all these guys that have really submitted themselves as some of the better one-on-one players. I mean, shoot, even Kyrie. Uh, Shout out, man, shout out Kai. Uh,
That's my dude.
we see guys that really have this gift for getting theirs, and it doesn't mean that they're selfish. I think is quite honestly the opposite. I think they're so good in their own space that they can tend to get other people involved. Um, I love watching Kyrie play. I don't think he's selfish, but if you can't stop me, you can't stop me.
It is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like Steph. Steph doesn't have to have the ball in his hands to be a great player. Can he get you? Yeah. If you got a lazy eye and you ain't really up to the challenge, Steph gonna get you. Whether it's getting downhill or he's shooting that thing from Yucatan. But I mean, you look at guys like Clay. He's a one dribble, two dribble guy, assassin. You look at KD. You don't even got to take a dribble. If he gets to a spot on the floor, he's gonna pull up. Devin Booker, same thing.
Right.
So you look at a lot of guys that are so dangerous with or without the ball, which is why I love the 3v3 space.
Yep.
Because you can be fundamental and you can be creative. On the floor, when you got, four other guys, when you play 5-on-5, it's a little different. But having that ability to break things down at a minute level for guys that need it, to see it, to embellish in it, to understand it, and then put them on the floor with four other guys and see the same things,
right.
Just smaller angles. We play a little bit tighter to the body. We want to maybe space the floor out a little bit more, and it's hard to do it at a younger age because the courts are so small. So like you get elementary school, that's probably not the best place to do 3-on-3. But if you get like an NBA size or college size court,
you get a nice size court.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You cut that in half. You still got a decent amount of space. So with us and with our program, we're looking at, obviously we want to compete on the 5v on the 5 versus level, right? Your traditional, but we also want to do that 3v3 for development. How do you feel that that's going to be able to play into the way that you're practicing and training with your middle school team?
You just have to do it in increments. A lot of it's going to be assessing where guys are at currently. How comfortable are they? How comfortable are they making decisions? Do they believe in themselves? Confidence? Where's their understanding in the game? What level is that at? What needs to be stripped away from their game? Because a lot of times, we get guys as coaches and we want to kind of mold them into the best player that they can be, but we need to mold these kids into the best person that they can be first.
Right.
I think that the way that we develop these kids first as people ultimately determines what we get out of them as players. If you get guys that want to be accountable and held accountable, they understand that there's a standard that has to be met and the bar gets raised in time. Okay. So you can't be the same player that you were yesterday. But for the guys that struggle kind of finding themselves, there's a great position to put them in on the 3v3 side, not because of their talent or work ethic or skill, but it gives them more reps.
That's the thing. More access and more reps.
Bingo. Yeah. Because if you can become let's put it like this, if you're not the best defender in the 3-on-3 setting, if you get beat, if someone's beating you back door, if you're not able to bump and be physical and keep people out the middle, it's going to be a rough time for you. But as you learn and you start to get grit, you start to understand angles, how to bump properly, how to be physical. We can take those same lessons that you're learning and then apply it to a space where you now have more help.
Okay.
It'd be the same thing like trying to put guys on an island with Giannis. You know, if it's 1-on-1 and Giannis Antetokounmpo has the ball, good luck.
Yeah.
But because we can hide certain deficiencies that players may have with four other guys on the floor,
Ooh.
um, we can help their development and becoming stronger and being more aggressive. And so I kind of look at it from a standpoint of, okay, hey, he doesn't understand help side because there's four other guys on the floor. And so when he gets in someone else's space, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to articulate. He doesn't know how to kind of, how do we talk through this or what do I do? How do I respond? So take two people away.
Listen. Okay, so then, so do you feel like, because this is our motto, what we want to do is we want our guys to compete in 3s and 5s.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, ultimately,
you feel like that would make them a stronger traditional, like,
yes.
Okay.
The way that we're approaching the game and how we want our players to play, I don't think that anything we do other than make them run. Run.
I'm a fan of that.
I think the biggest thing that will hurt them is there is accountability flaws that can arise if you get too used to playing in one or the other. I think you need increments of both. You need, because it's just like ones. It's just like guys. Like a lot of coaches hate ones, but if you got a guy who can't create, what does he need to do? You can't throw him in a one-on-one setting if everyone on the other team can lock up. What do you need to everybody else on your team to be able to do? Right. You need about 3 or 4 guys that's on the court at all times that can go get it.
Yep.
Now, you're always going to have your shooters. You're going to have your guys who aren't as confident, but they play great defensively. And so you have to find your guys who can really ramp it up on their own time and get in the gym and get focused and really sacrifice and create an opportunity to where they can figure out, hey, am I a rim attacker? Am I a shooter? Do I like pulling up? Do I like creating off the pick and roll? Do I like to be a spot up shooter? Am I running around the court like Clay and Curry, running through screens? I'm in shape. Am I running? Am I the first one that's running out to the lane and filling on a fast break so I can get a quick, easy bucket? I think those are the conversations that need to be had with players that deal with confidence issues. And being in shape is a big reason why a lot of kids are missing a lot of nuggets in their development.
Okay, so we just about to pivot because you went to one of my happy places besides academics, right? Being in shape. Don't mind the rows. We working on that. It's called injuries.
Mind your business.
That rotator cuff. Oh, man, look at here. That's
my back. My neck and my back.
And aging. That's okay. See me in about 10 episodes, baby. But anyway,
right.
Back to being in shape. What does that look like? Because that's another reason why we brought Coach Kev on board. Because one of the things I've noticed that's missing is from when we play ball and when I ran track and when I did this, like weight training was what you did. Like it was the norm. And it wasn't just football, the football team, right? Like every sport was in the weight room.
Right.
That's not the norm anymore.
No.
Yeah, that's our norm. So, yeah. Because what?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense why, at least to me, seeing what it can do and what it hasn't done for players.
Right.
There's guys that if they had a lick of the weight room when they were, 13, 14, just a small portion, it would have changed their whole game. They would have been stronger. They would have been able to stay on their lines when they're attacking the basket. They might not be as bothered by bigger guys. Contact, physicality.
This is a contact sport. I don't care what anybody says. I don't know who told you what. Basketball is a contact sport.
Yeah, basketball is pound for pound the hardest sport to play at a consistent rate. Football, and I'm just not shots to nobody. But basketball, you can go from 100 miles an hour to 40 to 60 to 80 to 10, back to 100 to 100 again and again and again, back down to 40.
Gas is a real thing.
Yeah, and game shape and being in shape is two different things. So, like, if I feel like as a coach, whether you calling timeouts in the first half or you calling timeouts in the first quarter, my rule is I'm not calling a timeout for the first 10 minutes of the game. I should have enough guys and enough guys in shape to trust that, unless we got to do some, redirecting and things of that nature, and we got to make some adjustments.
They should be able to ball.
I should have the confidence that my team isn't going to get gassed or we're not going to give up a possession because we're tired.
Right.
And that's one of the things that I kind of pride myself on. We don't give up nothing easy. We're the first ones to get back. We're the first ones to touch the free throw line, getting back. And that we're going to bust our tails to make sure that we make everything difficult, both on the offensive and especially the defensive side. And to do that, you have to be in shape.
You have to, especially if you're playing D.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a defensive player, a defensive threat, you have to have the stamina. But also that you got to have the movement, the agility.
Yeah,
you got to be able to
get low.
You got to be able to get low. You got to be able to lean, rock with it.
And when we say in shape, y'all, we don't just mean running. Sprinting and things of that nature, having your wind is a big part of it. But a lot of players lose themselves when it comes to flexibility, nutrition, fuel. Recovery is a big portion of why a lot of guys fall off.
And why they get injured.
Bingo. It's avoidable. Like truly.
It really is.
It's avoidable.
It really is.
Shout out Amber Kozlowski by the chant. If you need somebody, we're gonna link her up too. Cause
we have PTs, we have our athletic trainer.
Mm-hmm.
We have concussion specialists. We have our occupational therapists. We're stacked, and shout out to AT Still University because they're excellent for that, and that's who most of our staff in that area are alum from there, and just period. But yeah, like Amber, and you know what I mean, and this is one of your team moms who's around, so who's around us is making sure your kids and us is okay because
Yeah, sometimes coach got a bad shoulder. It just is what it is.
He tried to hop and yell and scream and pull something.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like that one coach. Forget his name, but he's on the made hoop circuit just doing backflips. It might be me if I miss a call. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my call. Sometimes I feel like I need to do some push-ups. I might strain my oblique. Man, I wouldn't do all that. That's a little nuts. But shout out to him though. Kudos, because that boy ain't my age, but he over here doing it well.
That's a no. That's a no. But yeah, so again, your kid, your student athlete, your your player, your hooper, your person.
That's a baby.
Just
baby.
They need to be in shape. And here's the thing: we don't just focus on their health and well-being. The same thing with our gamers. I need you to get up. You can't be sitting there forever.
You need to slouch.
Right. You got to eat properly. Mm-hmm. So again, that's another thing. We focusing on everybody. And the same thing, which I know I have been guilty of being in a business role and wearing multiple hats, is even our students who want to be in sports careers, because I've seen it when we go on the games or we help them. They're so busy on the go. It's like, teach them how to have a trail mix, a snack, the right fluids, hydration. Like that's everybody across the board. Yeah. And this getting rest. Like there are days like we had the Mercury game yesterday, 2 hours before game, tip off was there, breakdown. I was exhausted last night because even just mentally, right, just being on and engaging and talking to people. So this is something like that we just believe across the board with all of our students and with all of our staffs. So period. So that's REI Prep. Like, if sports is your world, that's your passion, we're going to show you how to make it a career. Whether it's on and off the court, on and off, I hate to say the couch.
Right.
But whatever the case may be, right? But you're just doing it right. So I love that. I'm trying to think what else, because we've had some great... What else you got? What you want to talk about?
For all my people that's on the fence about why you should go to a college prep school is exactly that. College prep, life prep, everything from top to bottom. We could be on here for 2 hours.
$5.
Yeah, talking about.
We done have many days after practices where we're outside and it's not talking about
basketball.
It is not talking about basketball.
It's not about baseball. It's not about football. It's about kids, and it's about development. It's about youth, and it's about grown men at times, that we're still having a blessing and an opportunity to work with and help them either further their careers or help develop it into a space where it pays them enough to put, food on the table, be able to take the family out, be able to be a strong wife, strong husband, things of that nature. And there's a lot of things that this school has values in and principles in that will not only help you as an athlete, but it'll help you as a student. Being able to focus on true core curriculum that is NCAA certified and being able to get your college courses paid for free, essentially, at such a young age, is insane. And there's so many opportunities. You talk about communications, you talk about health, you talk about sports management, you talk about management, you talk about business opportunities.
Facilities.
Yeah, because
like running and managing and owning facilities. You want your own facility, your own PHH, like what that looks like, right?
Yeah.
Nutrition, recovery, franchise, so
and just overall business, like
just life skills.
Skills. Yeah. I mean, shoot, we even got financial literacy courses. Shout out Coach Charles. I don't know how many programs that are quote unquote spewing, and this is no shots at nobody, collegiate athletes that, especially in today's game when we talk about the NIL, which is probably going to be a
shout out to Signature Drop Shop, who will be educated. Matter of fact, right now, every player that comes in pretty much has an NIL deal. As long as they go through the training and the proper education.
And we the only school that got one of those. Yeah, you might get you some gear over there, but you ain't got no NIL. And I think having kids understand that they are so much more than just a game. Because my senior year, just as a lesson for some of you young guys, I was blessed with the opportunity, and I fumbled an opportunity in the same year, same breath. But I played my senior year, and I also left the team my senior year. And just as a lesson for you guys, don't let yourself not be coachable.
Oof.
Don't let your emotions rule you. And sometimes it's okay to answer something later. But I was blessed with the opportunity to have a coach and a man in my life that told me on my graduating night, who I thought I had, lost forever. Shout out Tyler Looning. If you watching, I appreciate you. Because that same very man told me that I quit was the one that told me I'm much more than basketball. And we want all the kids that are coming to our school, to REI, to know that irregardless of what we do on the floor, Rena's got you, I got you, Coach Charles got you, your teammates got you, everybody that you're going to be a blessing to in the communities and the outreach programs that we're going to have. Those are going to be the reasons why you are who you are.
And you don't forget these people.
No.
And you know what? They don't forget you. That we had a call this week, and bless, great people, and it was someone who Dad came up with in the Boys and Girls Club. We were on the phone with we're great people, but again, it was one of those the glow of just seeing, and she said it, of just seeing the man that he's become is amazing. And again, you just don't forget the great ones, the good ones, the ones that go through and fight all of the anything. Like, just don't give up on yourself, because we're not going to give up on you. So that's really what it comes down to. And it's figuring it out. And here's the thing. You might love the game of basketball, but you don't feel like hooping. But you might be a phenomenal coach. That's why, again, we got our coaching fellowship. We got our referee, and we got sports industry. What do you want to do? And then again, at the end of the day, if you just want to be a better person, be educated, have those college prep, and go to school, you can do that. And you can just do it through the fun and avenue of learning these things and having these. But don't get it twisted. You're still taking English, history, science, math. You're still taking your Arizona GLEs, like you're still taking the classes that you have to take to graduate for the state of Arizona, but it is a tuition-free online charter school. If you're not student athlete track, you are completely online, but still with support from live teachers, principals, academic advisors, coordinators. We have community meetup events. We'll have switch parties at Dave and Buster's. That's like there's stuff that we have that we can do that's still just open to everybody. Family is family. And that's another thing. When you become a student, we take on everybody. Mama, daddy, brothers, sisters, grandpa, aunties, aunties, aunts, all that. But let's have a good time and let's make an impact, not just in your household, but in the community. Right? Like that community is your community. That's your house, that's your home. Let's serve them. Man.
Yeah.
It's so much. I'm so excited. Like we're getting ready. We got some committed. We got more coming in. We're gonna have a post grad team. We have high school. Like this is crazy. Boys and girls. Again, now the announcement with Junior Grind, with us now doing the 3v3 league. We'll be part of the NBA All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, honestly, let me just give you real spill, Holyfield. If you ain't at REI, what is you doing? Let me take the hat back a little bit. What is you doing? I mean, shoot. We can get into the day-to-day routine. Let's talk about Ballin' Elite real quick in closing.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Shout out Anthony Farinola.
Thank you, Anthony, Tony.
Big ups to him. He is doing
Ballin' Elite in Tempe. Yes.
He is doing an excellent work over there at Ballin' Elite, creating a concept where kids are focused and honed in on what their craft needs to be. We look forward to working with him for years to come, and just it's amazing to be able to work with someone who's in business but also as a dad, because you can tell his love for the game is there. And so we look forward to really partnering with people who are kid first oriented. Like I said, you could be doing this at 1,000 different places, but we're the one.
Yeah, and then again, we didn't even go. So school day, Monday through Thursday, 9 to 3 at Ballin' Elite. We have our labs, we have classroom, we have our training facility in court. We have lunch provided by Mad Fresh Kitchen. Shout out to Ty. Thank you for that. The food. Here's the thing: when the school lunch is what the adults want to eat too.
Look. With all due respect, when I say this, I don't work with kids before for 8 years to be exact.
I don't want to eat those lunches.
And I was going to get food almost every other day.
And we got you. We got you. Yeah. Ty got you. Mad Fresh Kitchen got you. It was so good. But yeah, so your school day. So 9 to 3. And what does training look like? What does practice look like? What does it look like that time there with you?
And so you'll basically be in your core classes from 9 to 1. After that, you're going to have about a 15-minute break period where you come in and then you get to see me for about maybe an hour to 2. After that, we're going to break things down. We're going to give you a recovery, and then we're going to go into team practice. The beautiful thing in our partnership with REI Prep is that we're able to classify PE as a part of their hours, and these go towards graduation. It's just not an extracurricular. Okay, this ain't any typical thing. This is actual credits. Yeah. Everything that we mentioned in here is going to go to your kids' education through and through.
Also means attendance, participation. Like, you're still getting graded. Like, we still have to assess you. There has to be growth. There has to be development. There has to be good attitude. Remember when you get the little mark? What's your attitude like? That's your sports.
Red, green, or blue today.
Did you run today? Did you have to do push-ups today? But yeah, and then again, classes. So during the day, that's when you have a person like myself, our Coach Charles, special guests. We have people in the professional industry that'll be coming in, leading classes. We have electives. And again, those count. Those are STEM classes. Those are CTE classes. Those are, again, PE or physical education, your business. It can be considered as math, especially once we start getting to junior or senior when you have less hours. As far as what you need to graduate, but then you still need more credits. You still can take those with those. And then we have our live labs, and that's the space. So when we have events, when we have games, everybody's getting the opportunity to get graded on stuff and have projects and grow from that and get experience. So you graduate with a full-blown resume and portfolio. But yeah, so you have Coach Devin doing your training and your practices for teams. And then you also, in the evenings, depends on what that setup is. I don't know, you might be on the club team. You might be doing additional training. So we have other access that because you're REI Prep that you get access to.
And it's an all-in-one stop shop.
Yeah.
If a lot of times we look at what is it going to look like for my kid to play club basketball? If they play competitively, am I paying for training? Am I doing all the extra stuff? And so when you look at the value of the program for what you're getting, especially for the people that are working with your children, you are getting first class. Because like I said, I've been through that process of getting recruited and working with people, and I can truly say, that first class was the only thing that's on our mind for every kid and each individual that we work with at REI.
But and so as somebody who played ball, you know what you like and what you didn't like.
Oh yeah.
You know how you want to be treated and not treated. Right? I feel the same way as someone in sports. But then also as a parent, like, don't cross sales me. Like it is what it is. Like tell me what's the real, what we getting, what we doing. What this really looks like. Then also, like, is my child safe? Is my child taken care of? And then just on the business side, like, stuff needs to be smooth, processes, communication, all that type of stuff. So that's the thing. We all look at everything from all the different hats of who's experiencing, who we're serving, and who we're doing. And even when we bring in businesses and partnerships, does this fit? Does it fit for our student? Does it fit for our culture? And for the families and for the community. So it's fun. It's a lot of work. But it's been crazy. Like we're headed over after this to go over to athletics. I think I just leaked something. But
when the merch drop, go get it. Double time. Get one for you and your mama. And your daddy. And your sister. Yes. If you ain't got a sister, get one for your brother. And if you ain't got one for your brother, buy one for somebody.
But it's just a good time. But it's in person, it's good love. But again, we have the other two pathways, the sports career pathway and the esports and gaming that is completely online. So again, you can be in Yuma, you can be Tucson, you can be Douglas, you can be on the west side. And
you can be in Miami. As long as you're in Arizona.
Oh, there is a Miami, Arizona.
There you go.
I saw it. I drove through there. I was like, oh, look, this city or place, it's not a city. It's a place. It's called Miami. I was like, there's a Miami, Arizona. But yeah, as long as you're a resident of the state of Arizona. But the beauty of it is we will have in-person events. So if you can and willing and want to come in, do that. But here's the thing. We won't just be here. We'll be in Tucson. We'll be in Yuma. We'll be in Flag. We might have to vibe and do something in Sedona. But so we'll pop out and be everywhere. Especially wherever our students are. If you are somewhere, we will bring REI to you at least once. At least once in a school year. There's some other great things that we have planned to even wrap up school year, how we want to honor and how we want to have a great time. But it's just fun. It's fun. It's great building this with Coach Devin. He's very, very creative, very excited. He loves y'all. He loves your kids. Great relationship with the parents. Like that's something I think as a parent I really appreciate. Like you don't just game's over and then you bounce. Right. Or you're not like, hey, where my money and bounce. Like you know the parents, you know the family, you know the siblings.
These are my kids. Look, if you ever thought of what it would be like to have an assistant parent.
You
look, I'm gonna bring on some testimonials. And we're just, you know what? Watch this clip. And then what we're going to do, we're going to just go ahead and just throw them into the mix about what, that's just me. It's a joke.
See how he's editing in
real time, y'all. Real time. I could have.
Just go to Instagram, go to REI Prep, at REI Prep. They'll be showing up. We'll show some love. But yeah, we have a good time.
Hey, And we're also looking to do stuff in the community. So if there's anything that REI can do for you or your family or a family that you're in know of, we are not strangers to understanding struggle. Please let us know. We got people in the community that would love to be a part of your life. If you need a church home, all that. So please reach out to us. Do whatever you got to do to get in contact with us. Reach out if you need anything, especially if it's educational related. And we would love to sit and chat with you about why we think we could be a big impact in your child's life.
We are a school first. Period.
We gonna hoop though, but
we gonna hoop.
We gonna hoop for sure.
And we gonna put on a show.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna have a good time. But first of all, we need to make sure that academics is right, right?
Absolutely.
And make sure the support is right and that they are heard
and
they're received in a respectful environment. And that goes both ways. You know what I'm talking about.
Be no diva.
You know what I'm talking about.
I mean, shoot, shout out LeVar Ball, man. Let me tell you something. If you got 3 of them, I need to see them. That's out the norm.
We can talk. We can talk.
We can talk.
But you still gonna respect this house.
Absolutely, and we're gonna respect the heck out of yours.
Dude, facts.
We might even come over there and clean it for you.
Right.
Because let me tell you something we ain't gonna do. We're not gonna have disrespectful students. We will not have entitled students because this is an opportunity and a privilege of utmost. If you got an outlook on life that leads you to believe that you're better than everybody that you're around, stay over there. But if you want to come over here and be developed, be coachable, become something more than just yourself and more than just a basketball player, REI is for you. Straight up. But I'm calling my phone at like 10, 11, talking about, oh, my kid didn't play. Well, Johnny was mean. And I got feelings too. I'm playing.
And scene.
And scene.
Okay, so wait. So rapid fire, real quick. We gotta do. Okay, so rapid fire. So PS or Xbox?
Oof. Microsoft.
Oh, you went PC.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. Look, if I get on your Christmas list, a PC would be great. I love the PlayStation at heart. Honestly, it's been a childhood staple for me. I had the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one.
Yeah.
Whenever the sixth one come out, I get it. Be a nice ornament. But a PC, shoo.
Okay, PC. Okay.
PC is worth it.
Taco burrito.
Burrito. I know taco. It depends on the day. Honestly, it just depends on the day. You can't pick. It's like choosing waffles or pancakes.
I was gonna ask that next.
Yeah. So respectfully, waffles, Belgian waffles to be exact. Cause I shoot, lay down some Eggos, a little brown too. Ooh. Yeah.
I can't.
It's like saying bacon or sausage. Just put them both on the plate. Hash brown or potatoes or French fries, all of them. Anything.
So we now know the way to his heart. Ooh, let's stay on food. Starbucks or Dunkin'? And I'll throw a cold bro. Dutch Bros.
Ooh. Personally, Dutch Bros. Dutch Bros got, but Starbucks. Slap. Dunkin' Donuts you out for sure. But there's no love lost. We would love to work with you.
But we be dunking.
Because, especially me. Dunk contest with Dunkin' Donuts? Kitty Dobbs, holla at me. Need to make that happen.
She's cooking.
I'd have to probably go Dutch Brothers.
Really? Okay. Hey,
because they gonna ask how your day went.
They do. They will have a full-blown conversation with you. But see, the Starbucks by me, they know me. So we have a conversation. But I feel you on that. Let's see. Oh, beach or mountains?
Too. It look for the summertime. You already know what I'm gonna say. Beach. For the wintertime, mountains. She ain't ever had a white Christmas.
Oh, what are you talking about? Hello, Boston.
Well,
D-
see,
It can't get no whiter than that.
cut that out. Cut that out.
Saying Boston winters are rude. Like I absolutely loved Boston, except for the
Yeah,
winter
but so
that
is-
lasts 6 months.
So is
If
Detroit.
winter stayed within its time frame of 3 months, I would still be in Boston. I'm sorry, snow on the ground on Cinco de Mayo, tacos and snow do not go together.
What?
Fact.
I would have a ball.
No, carry on.
What? I'm gonna
Next.
be.
We-
I'm gonna be on the
no,
couch.
No,
In the sweats.
no, we're not.
Watching my shows with some tacos.
Anyways,
Come on.
Anyways, what's your theme song?
Ooh. Dang. Oh, that's hard because there's so many. I would have to say, dang. I
What's
probably.
your game day then? Your game day song.
I would definitely Larry June.
Oh, let me some Larry June.
Larry June.
Let me some Larry June.
Hey. Talk it to me. Good job, player. Numbers.
Let's see him today.
But shoot,
Like,
yeah.
him and Wale.
Larry, I like listening to Nip.
Mm.
Don't bother me. Anyways,
See, that was good. He just got a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see.
that was Michael Clark calling me too. I'm gonna take this, cut this out.
We're gonna end because he just got a very important call. And this is what happens in our world because we went over. Other than that, love y'all.
Peace. Yo, what's up, sir?